Good morning and welcome to the news at 6:30 a.m. on Rapid 96.5 FM, the sound of your city. Today is Tuesday, 30 January 2024. First to the headlines. Nigerian Police Force partners United States law enforcement affairs to train police special squads commanders. River State Governor Similayo Fubara warns pro-Wike appointees not to undermine his government. And on the foreign scene, South Africa's ruling ANC suspends former President Jacob Zuma for backing a new party in elections. And in sports, hosts Ivory Coast knock title holder Senegal in AFCON thriller. I am Eval Eidu with the news details shortly. Stay tuned.
Every day, every story. If it matters to you, depend on our news team to bring you the latest.
Welcome back. Now on the news in full. Inspector General of Police Olukayode Adeolu Egbeteku, in conjunction with the U.S. government, has launched the training of commanders, tactical operative of the Special Intervention Squad. The specialized training aims to prepare the trainees for the challenges associated with new responsibility of taking the lead positions in combating the scourge of kidnapping, banditry, armed robbery, terrorism, and other evolving challenges of crime confronting our society. Our correspondent, Irene Okechukwu, brings you more on this report.
The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetekun, said by improving the Special Intervention Squad's training, the Nigerian police are prepared to collaborate closely with the United States government to fight crime in the country.
It is with a profound sense of duty that I stand before you today at the inauguration of the training program for commanders of the Special Intervention Squad. The program is designed to prepare the trainees for the challenges associated with their new responsibility of taking up the lead positions in combating the scourge of kidnapping, banditry, armed robbery, terrorism, and other evolving challenges of crime confronting our society. Both the Nigerian police trainers and the American trainers who will be directly involved in this challenging cause. I want to assure you that we will take full advantage of the training for the benefit of the Nigerian society.
Busayo Mogaji, the United States Embassy consultant in Nigeria, said the training is a first step in combating the country's insecurity.
I am grateful to the U.S. government for their essential support and partnership in this endeavor. Our strengthening bilateral relationship is a testament to our unified commitment to bolster law enforcement and security in our nation and across our borders.
According to the United States Ambassador to Nigeria, Jackson Smith, he said his country is pleased to collaborate with the Nigerian police force and hopes to further the latest objectives by helping to uphold law and order, fight crime, and safeguard lives and property of Nigerian citizens.
The vision statement says to make Nigeria safer and more secure for economic development and growth, to create a safe and secure environment for everyone living in Nigeria. Point 4 of the mission statement reads to build a people's-friendly police force that will respect and uphold the fundamental rights of all citizens.
Irene Okechukwu, Rapid FM News, Abuja.
Special thanks to Irene Okechukwu for that report. Federal government has ordered the immediate suspension of reconstruction work on the LML section of the East-West Road in River State. Minister of Works David Umahi, who gave the order in Port Harcourt during a media chat with journalists, said the decision followed the use of substandard materials by the contractor handling the project. He maintained that the work had to stop pending when some irregularities concerning this project will be resolved.
We paid 33 billion on this job since September. Nothing reasonable has been done on the job. And then we are here under our nose. I was here 2 weeks and I did the same thing, and they continue to feed this thing with, useless laterite. If it's even laterite, it's a different ball game. But this is clear. We are not stupid. We are not stupid people.
Be pressing it.
From today, you're out of the site, including you. 2 of you. You are not qualified to be on the site, and the job should stop.
To ease the movement of election materials for Saturday's rerun and by-elections in some difficult terrain, the Nigerian Air Force has agreed to airlift them for the Independent National Electoral Commission. Chief of Air Staff Hassan Abubakar committed while receiving the INEC chairperson Mahmoud Yakubu during a courtesy visit in Abuja. The INEC chairperson said the commission would conduct by-elections and rerun elections in 26 states of the Federation.
This weekend, the Commission will conduct by-elections and rerun elections in 26 states of the Federation. In 9 states, 2 senators, 4 members of the House of Representatives, and 3 members of state houses of assembly will be elected in by-elections to replace members who passed on or resigned their memberships of the national and state assemblies. In other states, rerun elections will take place at designated constituencies or polling units as ordered by the Election Petition Appeal Tribunals.
He requested the assistance of the Air Force to deliver materials to 3 locations in the northeast, southeast, and southwest geopolitical zones of the country.
In handling such a huge national assignment, the Commission cannot do it alone. That is why we seek to mobilize every national asset, including the Nigerian Air Force. It is a realization of this objective that the law empowers the Commission to seek the support of security, intelligence, and law enforcement agencies in the delivery of materials and the protection of election officials. We seek the support of the Nigerian Air Force to expeditiously deliver materials to 3 locations in the northeast, southeast, and the southwest geopolitical zones of the country.
Presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general elections, Peter Obi, has visited Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State over the Ibadan explosion. Addressing journalists after his visit to Governor Makinde, Obi said that the way governance was going, particularly at the federal level, was not acceptable, stressing that it is required to cut the cost of governance, especially at the federal level. He said that the President Bola Tinubu-led Nigerian government should prioritize critical areas like education, health, and pulling Nigerians out of poverty.
All of us are now involved, and all of us should work hard and do the necessary sacrifice to see that we turn around the situation. And that is why it is necessary that when things like what happened here happened, and the government responded in a manner the government should respond, that everybody comes to participate and commend them for doing the right thing, and that we all do the right thing. It's a lot of sacrifice. Elections are over. Governance is the key thing, and what is required is, for me in particular, is that we need to cause the cost of governance, especially at the federal level. It is unacceptable the way we're going. We need to prioritize areas, critical areas, education, health, and pulling people out of poverty.
Governor Makinde said the former vice president and 2023 presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, had neither called nor sent him a text message to commiserate with him and the people of his state over the explosion.
Yeah, Bishop, but my own party candidate, not even a call or a text message. I mean, I'm saying it openly so that our leaders will know that you have time for politics, you have time for governance, and you have time for humanity. So we want to say thank you so much.
Rivers State Governor Similaye Fubara has charged his new Chief of Staff Edison Ehie and other appointees against using their positions to antagonize anyone in their localities. Governor Fubara, who spoke during the swearing-in of the former lawmaker as his Chief of Staff and 5 others as special advisors at the Executive Council chambers, urged them to see the appointment as a call to duty to add value to governance.
Let me also add that don't use this position to antagonize anybody, even in your localities. I want to appeal to you. I will continue to say what God cannot does not exist. Coming back and taking back your position is not for you to use it to destroy my government. Whatever it is, I do. Whatever it is, my relation with people. I want a situation where my boys, when they cross anybody's path, they mention the name. Oh, not that your father is perfect, but it's okay. It's a good man. That is a legacy. That is what drives progressive governance. And that is the only advice I'll give to everybody here.
Fubara urged the newly sworn in to support the government to promote its image positively, warning that there will be consequences should the commissioners who were sworn in last week attempt to destroy his administration.
Not appointing you today because I want you to go to your area and start fighting. No, we have surrendered our situation to God, and God is going to solve it in a way that will shock the world, for everybody to know that God is always God. Please, I repeat, please, I don't want this position to be a platform for you to start attacking anyone. Do what you know that is right. Support the government in the way that will promote the image of our government. That is your duty, and that is what I want from every one of you.
Speaking with journalists after the ceremony, the new Chief of Staff, Edison Ehie, vowed not to tackle Nyesom Wike as governor, declares halt in political crisis.
Lot is required. He swore to an oath to protect Rivers people and ensure the welfare of Rivers State is priority. Today, I have taken my oath of office and allegiance to serve Rivers State, the government of Rivers State through him. So just to assure us that I will, with due diligence, give my best in the discharge of my responsibility. I used to be a parliamentarian, but you see now we are servants. So we'll go the way our boss wants. And of course, you know he's a visionary leader. He's prepared. He came prepared. We'll kill the ground running, and I'm sure before our 1 year in office, Rivers people will be extremely glad that they voted for a man who is experienced.
Abia State Police Command has assured Abians that the command is working hard to tackle insecurity issues across the 17 local government areas, noting that the state of security is relatively calm. Speaking to Rapid 965 FM flagship program Security Talks, the State Police Public Relations Officer Maureen Chiamaka revealed that the police, sister agencies and the government are in synergy to continue the fight against crime and criminality.
If you want to compare Abia State to other Southeast, observe or see for yourself crime and criminality in the state. If I'm saying so, then I will not be saying the truth. But the truth is, we have fought it tooth and nail. The Nigerian police, as the lead security agency of the state, in collaboration with other sister security agency, and of course the support of the government of Abia State, we have ensured that this crime and criminality is fought to the minimum.
Maureen advised security personnel to be proactive in the discharge of their duties, while appealing to the public to ensure they report any suspicious acts by any group in uniform for proper verification from the state command.
Myself, a wise policeman is that police officer who secures force to be able to secure us. If you haven't secured yourself, how then do you secure others? So this is to tell you that we all have our part to play. You are the number one Inspector General of Police of yourself and your environment. You are the number one Commissioner of Police of yourself and your environment. You are the number one security officer of yourself and your environment. The earlier you start getting this consciousness obvious and start taking steps, the better. So people that are of reputable positions, that are holding relevancy, not only them, every other person is important.
And on the foreign scene, South Africa's ruling party has suspended former President Jacob Zuma after he gave his backing to a new political party for this year's national elections. The decision by the African National Congress, ANC, is another sign of the feud between Zuma and his successor, current President Cyril Ramaphosa. The announcement followed weeks of intrigue over whether the ANC will act against Zuma, who led the ANC from 2007 to 2017 and was president of Africa's most advanced economy from 2009 to 2018. Zuma said at a press conference in December he would be voting for the newly formed MK party, and his decision to turn his back on the ANC was because of Ramaphosa's leadership. Zuma later said he aimed to keep his ANC membership. Ramaphosa rose to power, promising to clean up the ANC, and took over the presidency after Zuma. 81 was forced to step down in 2018 amid allegations of corruption. Zuma is currently on trial and faces multiple charges relating to a multi-billion-dollar arms deal with the South African government signed with French arms company Thales more than 20 years ago when he was a deputy president. And in business, Central Bank of Nigeria has announced it is injecting another $500 million to clear the foreign exchange backlog. Acting CBN Director of the Corporate Communications Department, Hakami Sidi Ali, who made this known in Abuja, reiterated the bank's commitment to settling all legitimate forex backlogs quickly. Sidi Ali also assured Nigerians that the CBN is implementing a comprehensive strategy to improve liquidity in the country's foreign exchange market in the short, medium, and long term. According to the CBN spokesperson, this strategy focuses on addressing fundamental issues that have hindered the effective operation of the Nigerian forex markets over the years. And in sports, host Côte d'Ivoire has taking a dramatic turn to their African Cup of Nations campaign after knocking out defending champion Senegal. The round of 16 tie, which ended 1-1 after extra time, went into penalties, with Côte d'Ivoire edging out Senegal 5-4. Côte d'Ivoire will now progress into the last 8, where they'll square off with tournament wonders Cape Verde. Senegal became the 7th consecutive holders to fall victim to a Cup of Nations curse. No team since Egypt 2008 have been able to take a title defense beyond the round of 16. And before we go, a recap of the top stories. Nigerian Police Force partners United States Law Enforcement Affairs to train police special squads commanders. River State Governor Similaye Fubara warns pro-Wike appointees not to undermine his government. South Africa's ruling ANC suspends former President Jacob Zuma for backing a new party in elections. And in sports, we tell you that host Ivory Coast knockout title holder Senegal in AFCON thriller. And that's the news at 6:30 a.m. on Rapid 96.5 FM. For news coverage and eyewitness report, kindly send a message to our hotline on WhatsApp 0704 9220 965 or send an email to news@rbnradiotv.com. This bulletin was produced by Kingsley Onwuka. My name is Eval Edu. Many thanks for listening. Good morning.
Rapid 96.5 FM.
The sound of your city.